minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We've gone for main engine start. We have main engine start.
Ladies and gentlemen, rock and roll.
Ave Maria, gratia plena, Dominus tecum, benedicta tu in mulieribus, et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesus. Sancta Maria, Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostrae. Amen.
Must come together as one. There are people dying. Oh, it's time to lend a hand to life. Grace gift of returning your
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. In 24 hours, it will be Christmas Eve. In 24 hours, it will be Christmas Eve. As always, God bless everyone. God bless everyone without exceptions on YouTube. Again, I repeat, God bless everyone on YouTube without exceptions. God bless everyone. We will all be judged by the same, with the same ruler, with the blessing of God. In the name of God, in the name of the Holy Mother, God bless you all. Welcome, welcome, Miss Callie. A big hug. Miss Carol Mihail. A big hug. Kid Rock, God bless you. Coltrane, God bless you. Richie April, God bless you. And I wanna send out a special blessing to Tommy Six. Tommy Six. Tommy, get well soon. Get well soon. Uh, I say this based on the faith that I have in God. Your body defenses are low. It is my opinion that your body defenses are low. I am professing this with the faith I have in God and the Holy Mother. Your body defenses are low. That means that you must rest, and I would suggest your dear mother or your daughter or your special lady to make you real chicken broth. I repeat, Tommy, real chicken broth, and also NyQuil and rubbing alcohol, alcoholado. We call it in Spanish alcoholado. I left you a message on your messenger, so just check it out. Get well soon, Tommy. Get well soon. Just rest. You need rest and sleep, and you need chicken broth. You must raise up your body defenses, and you will be all right. And rest. You must rest, and you must get some real sleep. But you must take the NyQuil, take a hot shower, and you rub alcoholado, which is alcohol, but it's rubbing alcohol. You can get that in the pharmacy, and the most important, real chicken broth, Tommy, real chicken broth that will raise with green peppers. You're gonna make a broth with green peppers, with broccoli, and that will raise your defenses, and you will feel better. You will feel better. I will give you more advice later. God bless you, and I give you a big hug, Tommy. A big hug, and a big hug for everyone. Okay, it is now exactly 7:44. It is 7:44 in the evening here in Puerto Rico. That means that in the East Coast, it is 6:44. This telecast will last up to 8:15. It cannot go past that. I will be on the air up to 8:15. This telecast, I will not be sending any links. Okay, the topic is the Passion of Christ. The Passion of Christ. Now I want you all to listen to me carefully. I want to thank I want to thank all those on YouTube. I repeat, I want to thank all those on YouTube that have mentioned my nephew MRE. MRE, I want to be clear and I want to go on record. MRE is like my son. I repeat, MRE, he is like my son. He is 1 year younger than my son. But to be clear, on YouTube, I call him my nephew. But MRE is like my son. I love MRE with all my heart and soul. And MRE has the support of my entire family and my personal friends here in Puerto Rico. I repeat, MRE has my complete support on behalf of my entire family and all my personal friends here in Puerto Rico. We love MRE, we respect MRE, and MRE is a good, decent person. I repeat, MRE is a good, decent person. That is how come I support MRE. I am 68 years old. I'm born and raised in the South Bronx. I can smell a bad person a mile away. I can smell with my street knowledge from the South Bronx. Never forget that I am born and raised in the South Bronx, 1955. And my street sense never, in 68 years, and I thank God for that. I thank God for that. My street sense has never betrayed me. And I say it a million times to the death. MRE is a good, decent person. Those that have mentioned MRE in a positive way or in a negative way, I want to thank you all. I want to thank you all because you are cleaning his soul. Those that mention MRE in a positive way and also those that mention MRE in a negative way, what you are really doing is you are blessing MRE. You are cleaning his soul. I repeat, you are cleaning his soul. So I want to thank you in the name of God and in the name of our Holy Mother, the Virgin Mary. Here on YouTube, because YouTube is part of the outside world. YouTube is not a make-believe world, like many say on YouTube. Welcome to the real YouTube. YouTube is part of the outside world. I repeat, and I wanted to make it clear, there are a lot of people on YouTube that are totally disconnected from the outside world. Complete disconnection. A lot of people think that you can come on YouTube, you can slander a person, you can harass a person without any consequences. No. If you commit a crime on YouTube, you are responsible for it in a court of law. You cannot harass a person on YouTube. You cannot accuse a person on YouTube. YouTube is not a court of law. I repeat, YouTube is not a court of law. If you are accused, if someone accuses you, listen to me carefully, everyone. This is for everyone, without exception. If you accuse a person on YouTube, I repeat, YouTube is not a court of law. That person that you are accusing has no obligation to respond to anything. This is not a court of law. YouTube is for real entertainment and real education. YouTube is not a court of law. YouTube, I repeat, YouTube is not a court of law. Anyone on YouTube can say what they want. You say what you want, but be careful. Be careful with what you say, because you can be sued in a court of law for slander, for defamation. We must be clear. If you commit a crime on YouTube, you are responsible for it in a court of law outside of YouTube. You cannot use YouTube to slander, to accuse. YouTube is not for that. If you have something against, let us be clear. If you have something against MRE, you take them to a court of law. You take them to a court of law, not on YouTube. I repeat again, if anyone has anything against MRE, you take it to a court of law. There, the judge will decide. A judge or a jury will decide if there is probable cause, and if you have evidence, you present it in a court of law, not on YouTube. YouTube is not a court of law. We must not lose our perspective. A lot of people are losing their perspective, and we must be extra clear. MRE does not have to respond to nothing on YouTube. MRE does not have to respond to anything on YouTube. YouTube is not a court of law. So you can say anything you want. You can accuse him of anything you want. But MRE does not have to respond to anything on YouTube. We must be clear. And I want to make an extra point. And even if MRE was in a court of law, he has the right to remain silent. And his lawyers will speak for him. That is the law. That is the law under the U.S. Constitution, because we here in the United States of America, I repeat, we have a constitution. MRE has the right to remain silent at all times. He does not have to respond, not even in a court of law. He has the right to remain silent. His lawyers, if he was in a court of law, his lawyers will speak for him. That is the law. That is the law. And I say this humbly, my best friends in Puerto Rico are the best one, the group, and I want to say this humbly, because I am a humble person. I do not pretend to be what I am not. Never, because I was not raised that way. I say this humbly. My best friends, they're like family. The best lawyers in Puerto Rico. The best lawyers in Puerto Rico, graduates of Harvard University. Here in Puerto Rico, I want to be clear, because a lot of people think that a lot of ignorant, uneducated people think that Puerto Rico is a jungle. No, we are not a jungle. I repeat, we are not a jungle. A lot of people have known. There's a lot of people, I'm talking in general, that have no knowledge of Puerto Rico. And I want to be clear, Puerto Rico is like any Puerto Rico is like any of the 50 states. The only thing is that Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory. We are not a state. But it is like just like living in any of the 50 states. The only difference is that here in Puerto Rico, we are a U.S. territory. That is all the difference. And that everything here, our main language here in Puerto Rico is Spanish. But we are U.S. citizens since 1917. And we are under federal law and under the U.S. Constitution. We must be clear. And Puerto Rico, I am proud to say, Puerto Rico has, just like in the 50 states, in every state, they are great lawyers in every state. Puerto Rico has great criminal and civil and business lawyers. And I have the honor of having friendship with many that have been my friends since the 1980s. They're like family. So we must, there's a lot of people on YouTube that have lost perspective, that have completely disconnected themselves from the outside world. They think that YouTube is another world. YouTube is not another world. YouTube is part of the outside world. And you must obey the law. You cannot violate laws on YouTube. There's a lot of individuals that are violating the law on YouTube. Never forget that there is a God. There is a God that is watching those that are violating the laws in the long run. Listen to me carefully, and I speak with the utmost respect, and I'm speaking from the heart because I want the best for everyone. But what is wrong is wrong. You cannot, like my mother used to say, no se puede tapar el sol con la mano. No se puede tapar el sol con la mano. You cannot stop. You cannot stop the light of the sun with your hand. You cannot, with your hand, you cannot stop the light of the sun. No one can. So we cannot lose perspective. I repeat, you cannot go on YouTube and start slandering a person. You cannot do that. YouTube is not for that. And I repeat, if you have something against MRE, or if you have something against another person, you take them to a court of law. You do not do it on YouTube. That is against the rules and regulations of YouTube. YouTube is not enforcing their rules and regulations on behavior. But I pray to God that YouTube starts doing it, because many of you are violating the rules and regulations of YouTube. You are also violating laws. You are violating laws. You can be taken to court. I repeat, if you slander a person on YouTube and you harass a person, you can be taken to a court of law. And there the judge decides. The judge or a jury will decide. We must be clear. We must be clear. See, when you participate on YouTube, you must be clear. You must be clear. You must be connected to the outside world. If you are not connected to the outside world, I would advise you seek religious instruction. I will also advise you seek mental help with a mental professional. And I say this with sadness in my heart. There are a lot of people on YouTube that need religious instruction, and apart from that, they need mental health help. They need mental help. They need mental help, completely disconnected from the outside world. And that is sad. That is very sad. I repeat, and I want to be clear, Emery is a good person. That's how come I support Emery, and I will support Emery until the day I die. And when I die, I will become Emery's guardian angel for all eternity. Emery is like my son, and Emery is a good person. I repeat, Emery is a good person. Of course, Emery has had obstacles like everyone else. No one is free from sin here on YouTube. No one is free from sin. Like God says, and I say what Jesus told the people, whoever is free of sin, let them throw the first rock to Emery. No one on YouTube is free of sin. No one has the right to slander anyone. YouTube is not for that. YouTube is for real entertainment and real education. YouTube is not to slander people, not to harass people. It is not to dox people. It is not to call people's jobs. That is not YouTube. That is criminal acts. That is harassment. It is plain and simple. And you can be prosecuted in a court of law. And also, I hear many inviting people to fight. That is threat. You are threatening the person. Meet me here. Meet me there. That is against the law. That is against the law. It is time to wake up before you end up in a court of law. Before you end up in a court of law. Time to wake up. You can end up in a court of law, or you can end up worse. May God forbid. May God. There are many that are playing with the devil. You're playing with the devil. Every time you come on YouTube and you start slandering a person, harassing a person, cursing a person, you are playing with the devil. You are calling the devil. Jesus, Holy Mary, the Mother of God. Every time you come on YouTube and you start harassing a person, start slandering a person, start cursing a person, you are calling the devil. And the devil will come and knock in your door. And then what are you going to do? My mother used to say, una cosa es llamar el diablo, Jesús, María, José, y otra cosa es verlo venir. My mother used to say, una cosa es llamar el diablo, y otra cosa es verlo venir. I will translate. My mother used to say, one thing is to call the devil Jesus holy, mother, the mother of God. And another is to see the devil coming for you. And the devil will come for you. And your screams will be heard. A lot of people, and I say this, a lot of people must start believing in God, real belief in God. If you believe in God for real, you do not dedicate yourself on YouTube to harass, to slander people. That is not believing in God. That is being a demon. And I repeat this, and I repeat it again. YouTube is part of the outside world, and you must obey the law. You must be law-abiding citizens. If you have anything, if anyone has anything against Emery, you take it to a court of law. You do not bring it to YouTube. And I want to say this, and I want to repeat it again. Under the U.S. Constitution, because Emery is a U.S. citizen with all the rights that the Constitution has, Emery does not have to respond nothing. He does not have to respond. He does not have to appear in any channel. I want to be clear, Emery does not have to explain himself to no one here on YouTube. And even in a court of law, if Emery goes to a court of law, he goes with his lawyers, and his lawyers will speak for him. And that is the law. That is his right. You have a right to remain silent. And then the district attorney must prove their case with the evidence that they have. I hear a lot of people on YouTube, no, we're gonna present the evidence on this channel. That is harassment. If I come on this channel and I start slandering Emery and accusing Emery, I am harassing Emery. This is not a court of law. This is YouTube. YouTube, I repeat, YouTube is not a court of law. You cannot accuse anyone on YouTube. You have something against someone, you take them to a court of law. And never forget, the person you are accusing has a right to an attorney and has rights. And you have to prove it in a court of law. And that will be decided by a judge. You cannot play judge on YouTube. You cannot be a jury on YouTube. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I hear a lot of people, we have proof, we have this, we have that, and we are going to expose Emery on YouTube. That is ridiculous. That is to slander a person on YouTube. To show evidence on YouTube, that is ridiculous. That has no legal worth. If you have something against Emery, you take him to a court of law. That is the correct way. Not on YouTube. People are using their channels as a kangaroo court. That is ridiculous. That makes me laugh. Do not, and I say to everyone, I'm talking in general, do not underestimate the intelligence of the people on YouTube. There's a lot of people that are underestimating the intelligence, the intellect of the audience. I repeat, do not underestimate the intelligence of the audience. There are people that are watching, your live telecast. You won't see them in the chat. Not everyone is in the chat. There is a large audience out there that watches. I want to be clear. We must be clear. Sometimes, an example. I'll give an example. A content creator goes on the air. In the numbers, an example. You see 5 or 10 people only, but in the outside, there are more people watching. And also, if you leave your telecast in the YouTube library, that telecast is going to travel all around YouTube. So a lot of people that were not present in the live will see it. And I tell all the content creators, do not underestimate the audience. You are not dealing with stupid people. We are not ignorant. We know what is right and what is wrong, and we know the law. So all this about MRE and showing incident reports, that anyone could write up an incident report is not evidence in a court of law. It is just the opinion of the person that took the complaint. That is all. It is a narration, but that has to be proven in a court of law, not on YouTube. I want to be clear. We must be clear. And I say this with sadness in my heart. Many are totally disconnected from the outside world. Time to wake up. I hope what I have said tonight, please save it in your purses and in your wallets. Do not underestimate the audience. And I want this to be clear. Emory does not have to respond to nothing. Emory does not have to respond or explain nothing. YouTube is not a court of law. You cannot make kangaroo courts. That is ridiculous. To convert a channel into a kangaroo court, that is ridiculous. That is like the old Western movies. That the troublemaker of the town, he got everybody together, and they went to the sheriff, and they used to tell the sheriff, "Sheriff, you must give us Billy the Kid. Billy the Kid, you must. We will hang him now." No, you cannot hang a person without. You cannot hang a person without a correct court proceeding under the law. That's what a few individuals want to do, and you pretend to do it, and that makes me laugh. That is humorous. They want to hang MRE on YouTube. You can't do that. That's illegal. That trying to hang MRE on YouTube, that is hilarious. And let me tell you, those that are trying to hang, listen to me carefully, Those that are trying to hang Emery on YouTube, you are liable. You are liable in court. First, it is harassment. It is harassment. It is against the law. You cannot do that on YouTube. You cannot condemn Emery on YouTube. That is hilarious. It is just hilarious. You want to condemn Emery for real? Take him to court and let a judge and jury decide. We must be clear. Come on, who's the brave one? Who's gonna be the brave one to take Emery to a court of law? Come on, who's the brave one? Let us see if you are brave. I want to see. You want to condemn Emery? Take him to a court of law, but not on YouTube. That is ridiculous. Those that have something against Emery, take him to the court. Take him to court. But you have to prove it. You have to prove it in a court of law. If you do not prove it, Emery can sue you. And that is reality. Welcome to reality. We must be in reality. We must be clear. We cannot live in fantasy. You cannot, I repeat, you cannot convert your channel in a kangaroo court. You cannot become a vigilante on YouTube. That is against the law. That if you become a vigilante on YouTube, that is harassment. If you convert your channel in a kangaroo court, that is harassment. That is harassment. That is against the law. That is against the law. In a court of law in the 50 states, including Puerto Rico. That is reality. What I am talking tonight here is reality. No one can debate me. No one. And I will not debate anyone because I know what I am talking about. I am 68 years old. My friends, my best friends, are the best lawyers in Puerto Rico. They have license also to practice in the state of New York and also in the state of Florida. To be clear, we Puerto Ricans here in Puerto Rico, we are as American as apple pie. We are Americans just like yous in the 50 states. We have been in all your wars. We have been in all your wars. I repeat, we Puerto Ricans here in Puerto Rico that live in Puerto Rico, we are as American as apple pie. So we must be clear. We must be clear. And if you have something against Emery, take him to a court of law. But do not forget that Emery has the right to have a lawyer, and also Emery has the right, if you do not prove in a court of law what you are accusing of, let me get my thoughts together because my Spanish and English get mixed. Very important. If you take Emery to court, you better prove it. And don't forget that Emery has the right to bring his attorneys, and he has the right. If you mess up in court, Emery is going to sue you back. We must be clear. We must be clear. We must be clear. And never forget this. God is watching. the injustice that you commit with Emory, God will judge you the same way. What you are doing to Emory, what you are doing to Emory on YouTube, it will be done to you. It will be done to you by the Lord thy God. And listen to me carefully. You can go, may God forbid, because I want the best for everyone, even the demons. I want the best. I want the demons to repent and to do good. A lot of people think that you can come on YouTube and do whatever you want and no consequences. Do not forget that you can go to sleep in good health and wake up with a cancer. May God forbid. And that is God. God just knocked on your door. That is the way it works. God is very, God is very, he is brilliant. God is brilliant. Like I once told a story. I once told a story on YouTube. When I was a little kid, there was a neighbor of mine that was a racist. That was a racist against black people. And God knocked at his door. And his daughter married an African American. You see? And God blessed him with a beautiful African American baby. A beautiful black baby, to be clear. You see? That is the way God works. But God in that specific case blessed that person. But sometimes God is not so blessing. God, with the power of God, you can wake up with a cancer. It is important. Everyone you must try to do the right things in your life. You cannot, people must wake up. Those that are involved in gossip, drama, turmoil on YouTube, time to stop before God knocks at your door. Because once God knocks at your door, you better be prepared. I hope everyone understood. I hope everyone understood what I am talking about tonight. Use your channels for positive content. Use your channels to really entertain, not for this. YouTube is not to be accusing Emory and trying to destroy him, because you are not destroying Emory. You are destroying yourselves. What you are doing is cleaning his soul. That is what they did to the same thing that many are trying to do with Emory on YouTube. That is the same thing they did with Christ. That is how come I titled this telecast the Passion of Christ. They crucified an innocent person. And I say tonight, and I profess it with faith, Emory is a good person. Emory is a good person. Emory is one of the nicest human beings that I have met on YouTube. And they are a lot of good people on YouTube. They are a lot of good people on YouTube. And those that are not behaving properly on YouTube, time to start behaving properly, because God will knock at your door. And I have warned you many times. I've this channel that YouTube that YouTube has given me the permission to use. I have said this a million times. Those that are not behaving properly and that are not doing the right thing on YouTube, time to start doing the right thing, because God will come for you. And when God comes for you, it is too late. Uncle Edwin won't be able to help you. And I say that humbly. What I am trying to do in this telecast, it is not just defending MRE. I am defending all of you, even those that are against MRE. Because what you are doing against MRE is wrong. It is wrong. Period. It is against the law. You can't do that to a human being. You have no authority. I repeat, if you have something against MRE, you bring them to a court of law, and a judge and a jury will decide. Not on YouTube, not a kangaroo court. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. And I repeat, MRE does not have to respond to anything on YouTube. Nothing. It is like the same. If I take MRE to court, MRE does not have to say nothing. His lawyer will speak for him. That is the right. That is in the Constitution of our great nation, the United States of America. There are many on YouTube that they say that they are Americans, but they have no knowledge of their Constitution. If you are an American and you say that you are a real American, you must know the Constitution, and you must know the history of our great nation. There are many on YouTube that they are American. They don't even know their history. They do not know their Constitution. You are violating MRE's rights. You are violating your Constitution. The Constitution is ours. Our forefathers wrote it for our benefit. Okay, it is now 8:28. It is now 8:28. I can no longer keep on this telecast. I hope that everyone has gotten my message. I hope everyone has gotten my message before God knocks at your door. Because once God knocks at your door, Uncle Edwin won't be able to help you. And I am here trying to help everyone. So in the name of God, in the name of the Holy Mother, the Virgin Mary, may God bless you all. May God bless you all, without exception. And may God bless also those, because you see, I am a Christian 100%. And may God bless also those that are against MRE. And I ask God, show them the light. Show them the light. Show these people the light. You people must change. You cannot do what you are doing. It is a mortal sin. It is a mortal sin. What yous are trying to do to MRE on YouTube, it is a mortal sin. And God will come and knock at your door. I repeat, Emery is a good person. Emery is a good person. And I will support Emery to the death. To the death. And after I die, I will be with Emery always. Because I love Emery like my son. And I say it and I say this with my heart. Emery is like my son. May God bless Emery, his dear mother, Rocco, his entire family. And may God bless you all. God bless Uncle Tindu. Uncle Tindu is very dear to my heart. Just like Emery. Miss Angel Gotti, very dear to my heart. Just like Emery. Miss Titi Rad. Miss Titi Rad. Another person. Mikey. 24/7 in the street, earning his bread of each day. Mikey, another great person. Tommy Siggs, another great person. The Wine Guild, ALV, another great person. Todd Father, another great. They are good people on YouTube. Justice Tech Pros, Dominic, another good person. They are a lot of good people on YouTube. They are a lot of good people on YouTube. And those that are not behaving properly, you also are good people. You have the good inside of you. But you must the evil that you are doing, you must get rid of it and take out the good. And take out the good. You are wasting your lives on gossip, drama, and turmoil. You are destroying yourselves. You are wasting time. You are wasting a life that God has given you. That you can do good things in your life. You can do good things with your channels. And you are just wasting it. You are wasting valuable time on garbage. You are crucifying a human being. That is horrible. That is a sin. That is a mortal sin. Okay, everyone, it is 8:32 in Puerto Rico. It is 7:32 in the East Coast. God bless you all. God bless you all.
Ave Maria, gratia plena, Dominus tecum, benedicta tu in mulieribus, et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesus. Sancta Maria, Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostrae. Amen.
I find myself in strange situation, and I don't know how. What seems to be an infatuation. It's so different now. How can you find if we're not together? Ooh, can't you see? Girl, I want you now and forever. Close to me. I'm longing for the time. I'm longing for the day. Hoping that you will promise to be mine and never go away. I don't want to lose